So we've travelled from our hotel today. We're down in Tizourgane. We've travelled through Morocco's Grand Canyon, which as you can kind of see around us if it wasn't quite as hazy and as rainy as it is. And we'll have a look today at one of the world's oldest banking systems and a old ruined kasbah as well on our journey. It's about 100 miles roughly from our hotel where we are today. So it's quite a good drive. It's been a great drive up through the mountains as well. Very scenic. Some of the landscape here is just incredible. As we said, it's like a Grand Canyon, but a lot quieter. A lot more amazing.
It's a 2-hour drive inland from Agadir along Route 105 to get to this part of the highland interior, Morocco's Grand Canyon. The narrow tarmac road is safe enough to drive, climbing the hills and clinging to the hillside above the villages in the valley below. We loved the incredible driving between the villages, with quiet roads and a new view around every corner, one of which was the goats in the argan trees. It was cooler than the coast, and as we arrived at the end of the drought, we did need warm clothing and do bring drinks as facilities are few. The return leg was unfortunately raining, so careful on the corners. Our first stop is Agadir Ighir Ifran, the first of 2 we'll visit today. There are dozens of these ancient grain stores in the area which were built to safeguard grain from would-be looters. Many of these are still used today to store other goods as part of Morocco's ancient banking deposit system, recognisable by the padlocked doors. Every Agadir has a key holder nearby who can give visitors a tour in return for a donation. To visit this one, stop at Café Moulin below and Brahim will show you around. We chose this one as, unlike many others in the area, Agadir Ighir Ifran has been restored and stands complete.
It's only a short drive around the corner to our next stop at a small cafe and antique shop above Ifghel Kasbah. You'll be warmly welcomed in by the owners to enjoy mint tea, pastries and sesame snacks with them. Most people in the area have no English, and unfortunately we don't speak the local Amazigh language, so muddle through in limited French. What followed made our day. A private tour of the ancient village below, which was the family's ancestral home and parts of it lived in up until just a few decades ago. There is no fixed price here, but what you donate goes towards restoring the house and well worth whatever you give. We love the warm welcome and authentic local experience here.
Our stop at Tizourgane is the furthest point on our drive today, and unfortunately as we arrived we could see the weather was turning wet. The large kasbah here is the focal point of the area, which has been beautifully restored, and you can imagine its narrow streets bustling with life. Today it's mostly taken up by a hotel, and although it's open to walk around, there are few signs of life with the fine wooden carved doors closed. From here, it's time to turn around and head back the way we came. We chose this one for its prominence in the landscape and restored beauty. Our last stop took us to Agadir Imhilen, sitting on the cliffs above the road, and if like us you follow the sat-nav, beware the track ends suddenly. Walking across the animal herding arena brings you to explore the ruined surroundings of the Agadir. Unable to find a way inside or the key holder, here again we had a brilliant Moroccan experience. As the key holder Abdu ran over the hill to meet us in his traditional garb, we met a very friendly local lady who told us passionately all about the history of the area. Unfortunately, she only spoke Amazigh, and we were unable to understand. We loved this one for the cultural experience, and despite the rain, finished our day perfectly with a view from the roof.